Hey, what's up guys, this is Drake here, and welcome back to my Pokemon Heartgold and SoulSilver walkthrough. So, yeah, last time we explored this route, which is Route 31, I think. Yep, it's Route 31, and we're just outside Violet City, which is where we're going to have our first Johto region gym battle. So, let's see how Cyndaquil is feeling. So, he is coming along happily. Alright, that's good. So, let's start heading into the city. So just as you reach the gate, you run into Lyra again, and she is pretty surprised that you got past her, since, you know, she actually went before you, if you remember. And she says she has something to give us, and she gives you the VS Recorder. And the VS Recorder is a tool you can use to record Wi-Fi battles you'll have with your friends. And later on in the game, you can actually use them to record battles with certain opponents. More on that much later on in the game. But anyways, without further ado, let's go into Violet City. So this is Violet City, and this is where we're going to have our first Johto region gym battle. It's a very small city, so yeah, I'll just show you guys quickly what you can do around here. If you come in this house, you can actually engage in a Pokemon trade with this guy. He'll ask you if you have a Bellsprout, which is a Pokemon that you can capture just in Route 31, where we just explored in the last episode. And he offers you an Onix for it. Now, a lot of you know that Onix evolves into a Steelix when you trade it, but only if it's holding a metal coat. And this Onix will not be holding a metal coat, so it won't evolve. Because if you got a Steelix at this point in the game, that would be pretty awesome. But, you know, that would also be a bit too powerful. Anyways, yeah, there's Rock Smashable Rock over there, which you can crush later on in the game, and you can get an item over there. This is the trainer school, which is a place where young people go to learn about Pokemon. Over there is the Bellsprout Tower, which is actually what we're going to be doing this episode. This is the Pokemon gym, so let's see what's inside. So yeah, this is the gym, but unfortunately you can't challenge the leader yet. Apparently to challenge Faulkner you have to complete the Bellsprout Tower as a sort of test. So, oh, it's called the Sprout Tower, yeah, my mistake. I usually call it the Bellsprout Tower. But anyways, the Bellsprout Tower, Sprout Tower, what's the difference, right? Anyways, this is the Pokemon where you can buy various things, like you know. And in here is just a pointless hut, which has people talking about a Pidgey named Strawberry. So yeah, it's just about nicknames. Anyways, yeah, so to challenge the gym leader you need to complete the Sprout Tower, which is just beyond here, just beyond this bridge. So this is what we're going to be doing this episode. You need to complete the whole tower to challenge the gym, so that's what we're going to be doing. Now, as the name suggests, yeah, this is a place dedicated to Bellsprout, so you're going to be seeing a lot of those Pokemon in there. You can't actually catch a Bellsprout in this tower, funny enough. You can capture Rattata, you can actually capture Ghastly, which is a Poison Ghost type Pokemon, and it's actually a very strong Pokemon later on in the game. It evolves through trade after it evolves into a Haunter. You can evolve it into a Gengar, which is probably one of the strongest Ghost type Pokemon in Pokemon history. Anyways, moving on, we're just going to engage in a few battles, which most will involve fighting Bellsprout. So if you got Cyndaquil and it knows a Fire-type move, then you'll probably smooth sail this really quickly. If you got a Totodile, you'll probably be at a bit of a disadvantage because Bellsprout are Grass-type Pokemon, and you're going to be seeing a lot of those in here. So as you can see, we're almost at level 10, so we're making great progress. These guys have a lot of Bellsprouts on their team, so yeah, get used to them, that's what I say. But, you know, we have to complete this in order to fight the gym, so whatever's necessary. Anyways, yeah, they'll be pretty low leveled, so even if you are at a disadvantage with Totodile, you still won't find this very difficult. So we learn Ember at level 10, so now we've got a Fire-type move finally, so we should be able to take out the Bellsprout pretty easily. If you got Chikorita at this point, then you'll be pretty even among two Grass-type Pokemon. Just use your normal type attack, Tackle, and you should be fine. Anyways, we're getting a lot of experience from these Bellsprouts, so yeah, it's definitely good training. in time for the gym battle, because the first Pokemon gym in this game is actually quite challenging. It depends on really on which Pokemon you have. If you have Chikorita, it'll be quite a challenge, because I can tell you now that the Pokemon gym in this city is a flying type gym. So yeah, it's a big contrast to the usual rock type gyms that are usually the first gyms you fight in a Pokemon game. If you look at loads of other Pokemon games, you see that you challenge a rock type gym first, and then there'll be various types of other gyms. But in this gym, in this Johto region, there is a flying type gym. That's the first gym you fight, and yeah, it's a pretty interesting gym, definitely. It's a good change up, I think, from the usual rock type gyms. But anyway, yeah, we're just smooth sailing through this these trainer fights with a bunch of Bellsprouts. Now that I got Ember, things will be going a lot faster. E-Explosion here is more of a special attacker anyway, so Ember is definitely the best choice to go with in terms of attacking. Special attack is where a Cyndaquil is actually at its strongest. So yeah, E-Explosion is definitely going to be one of the main special attackers on my team. So yeah, we got an item over here. So we got an X accuracy here. Oh yeah, I need to tell you guys about X items. X items are items that have single uses. And whoopsie, Rattata, I told you so many times I don't want to capture you. Anyways, as I was saying, yeah, X items are Pokemon items that can be used once in battle, and they'll raise a certain stat. So for example, that X accuracy we just picked up, that will raise accuracy of the Pokemon you're using. And then yeah, it's just a single use item, so you'll need to keep buying them. You can buy them in most Pokemarts. So again, with another trainer battle, we got more Bellsprouts to beat. They're all at level 3 here, so yeah, it's not too difficult. But we are going to fight the leader of this tower, who is considerably tougher than all these random trainers who have Bellsprouts. Of course, he has a Bellsprout too, but it'll be significantly more powerful than the trainers in here. Obviously, because he's the leader, he has to be the toughest guy around. He's like, oh yeah, I'm the toughest guy, that means I'm the leader. Which, in essence, is probably true. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep embering these things. You know, they could throw like a million Bellsprouts at me, and you know, they just wouldn't do a thing to E-Explosion. He'll just burn them all. So anyways, we're reaching level 12 now, so that's pretty cool. We're actually really close to evolution. So yeah, I can tell you guys that, whoops. Have you guys ever wondered whether Rattata is related to Kanye West? They keep interrupting me in mid-sentence. Anyways, so yeah, as I was saying, Cyndaquil actually evolves into a Quilava at level 14, so that's fairly close. It's 2 levels away. If you got Totodile or Chikorita, they'll evolve at level 16 and 18. Totodile evolves at level 18, and Chikorita evolves at level 16. So yeah, as you can see, you'll evolve. If you got Cyndaquil, it'll evolve fairly early in the game. So that's also pretty cool. Like I said, Cyndaquil tends to be a bit easy to go with in the game, but the rest of my team, okay, it's Rattata, isn't it? I goddamn hate Rattata. Anyways, as I was saying, yeah, so Cyndaquil will actually evolve really early in the game. Pretty much around this time you should be evolving your Cyndaquil, maybe just after the Sprout Tower, definitely before your first gym battle. So yeah, you'll get that fairly early. If you got Totodile, it'll evolve a bit later, but you know, Totodile soon becomes a very excellent Pokemon. Anyways, as you can see, the Bellsprouts are actually doubled in level, so now they're level 6 instead of the usual level 3 that we've seen so far. And this guy only has 1 Bellsprout, so in essence he's got 2 Bellsprouts in 1, because there's 1 Bellsprout, all the Bellsprout we've seen so far have been level 3. And here they actually mentioned that the Elder, or the leader here, can actually use the HM move Flash, which is needed to explore dark caves. If you teach Flash to a Pokemon, in the battle, it will lower the opponent's accuracy. And it, along with other HMs, can be used outside of battle, and if you use Flash outside of battle, it will make dark caves lighter, so you can go explore dark caves and, you know, find items, Pokemon, or whatever you're looking for. So yeah, now we're just going to fight the last trainer before we fight the leader of the Bellsprout Tower, or the Sprout Tower for short, if you want to make it short. So this guy's got a Bellsprout at level 7, so as you can see they're getting a bit higher leveled each time. So you can probably imagine the Elder's Bellsprout's going to be a bit more tougher than, you know, all the Bellsprouts you've seen so far. And yeah, so now we reach level 13, so we're one level away from evolution, and now E-Explosion wants to learn the move Quick Attack, which is a priority move. And a priority move is, as the name suggests, it's a move that gets priority over another one. So I'm just going to forget Leer for it, just because Quick Attack is significantly better. And Quick Attack will always go first, depending on if the other Pokemon uses Quick Attack as well. In that case, the faster Pokemon goes first. So yeah, now we got an Obama here. We got Hoot Hoot. So yeah, this guy actually has a Hoot Hoot on his team instead of a Bellsprout. He's got both Bellsprout and Hoot Hoot. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. And he uses Hypnosis on me. And Hypnosis, as you can see, can put your Pokemon to sleep. However, it's not the most accurate of moves. And I don't have an Awakening. So yeah, we're just going to have to rely on the fact that E-Explosion will eventually wake up. So to wake up your Pokemon, it'll wake up after a number of turns, or you can use an item to heal it right away. If you've got an Awakening, then that works, and then we wake up immediately, so that's pretty cool. You can also use a full heal, but you probably won't have those yet. So yeah, there's loads of ways you can cure sleep, otherwise you can just wait until it wears off in a few turns. So with that done, we're just going to heal up Cyndaquil. We're just going to use some of our potions. I don't want to move potions. So I'm just going to use my potion there. So as you can see, yeah, that's the bag interface. It looks pretty cool. And look who it is, right over there. It's Paul. We haven't seen him since we fought him back in Cherry Grove City. You showed us what you've got, and it is indeed good. Take this technical machine. Oh yeah, Flash is a TM in this game. My apologies. It's usually a HM in the older games. However, you should take more care of your Pokemon. The way you treat your Pokemon can be too harsh. Remember, Pokemon are not tools of war, yet people use them to battle all the time. So there's Paul, and he says, he calls himself the Elder, but he's no match for me. Sure enough, those who lecture about how to be nice to Pokemon, they cannot defeat me. All I care about is strong Pokemon that win all the time. The rest are just trash. Paul uses an escape rope. So yeah, he uses an escape rope and just gets out of here. And over here you'll find an item, which is, again, an escape rope. So yeah, now we have a means of getting out instead of taking the stairs. And Rattata. I swear to God, if I see another Rattata, I'm going to freak out. Anyways, now it's our turn to fight the Elder. So despite the fact that he just fought Paul, he's going to fight us again. Well, he's going to fight us anyway. So now we're going to do his test and see if we are good enough to challenge Faulkner. So yeah, he has 2 Pokemon in his team, actually 3, my apologies. And he starts off things with a Bellsprout. So this Bellsprout's going to be at level 7, so this should be pretty easy to take out with an Ember. And yeah, that takes it out really effectively. So next up we got Hoot Hoot. So yeah, he's also a combo breaker. So we're just again going to be spamming Ember. And he tries to go for Hypnosis, but it misses. Like I said, Hypnosis hasn't got the best accuracy, but once it hits, he'll definitely put the Pokemon to sleep. So one more Ember should do the trick. And that should take out Hoot Hoot, which is at level 10 by the way, so as you can see the levels are getting a bit tougher. And we reach level 14, so that means we're going to be evolving after this battle. And last but not least is, again, another Bellsprout, which is again at level 7. So this should be easy to take out, 1 Ember, and that's the game. So, there we go. We defeated the Sprout Tower, and now we're free to challenge the Violet City Gym, which we will be doing in the next episode. And look at this, E-Explosion is evolving. So yeah, now he's evolving into his second form out of 3. So now he's evolving into a Quilava. And Quilava is a considerably tougher Pokemon than Cyndaquil. And yeah, it's definitely going to be a great Pokemon. It's going to be a Quilava for quite some time, so get used to that fact. So I battled quite elegantly apparently, and now we're free to challenge Faulkner. So now he's going to give us the TM70, which is Flash. It's actually not a HM, forget what I said earlier. It used to be a HM, but they've made it into a TM now. And yeah, it still does the same thing. You can use it outside of battle, and it will illuminate caves. You could try teach it to a Bellsprout, for example. Yeah, you can use it on a Bellsprout. They're not obsessed with that Pokemon. And here we go. Comment section below. Tell me you guys hate Rattata, because I do hate Rattata so much with a passion right now. So now we're going to use our escape rope and end up at the entrance of the Sprout Tower. So as you can see, we're just doing our little spinny spin, and we teleport outside somehow. I never got how an escape rope works. I mean, do I just use a rope and then, you know, I just suddenly end up at the beginning of a cave or building? I don't know. Anyways, yeah, so now with the Bellsprout Tower done, we are free to challenge the Violet City Gym, which is what we're going to be doing in the next episode. Alright, so I will see you guys next time. Stay tuned for more episodes of Pokemon Heartgold and SoulSilver Walkthrough.